Welcome to the Breacher Pod. As always, I'm your host, Gaines. If you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I got something sweet for you today. We're going to talk about the manufactured career of LeBron James, how the NBA built a king. Some legends are born, others are built. Then there's LeBron James. This is not to hate, man. It's an expose. We're not questioning his talent. Well, okay, we're not really questioning his talent today. We're just exposing the machine behind the myth. Okay? So we're gonna talk about how the NBA, Nike, ESPN, and all of the media came together to manufacture the career of one LeBron Ramon James. You ready for it? All right. So first off, Michael Jordan retired in 2003, and right after that season, that's when LeBron was drafted. Right. So you could. Well, so the thing is, there were a lot of great players that were carrying the league at that point in time. Matter of fact, man, I think that might have been one of the most talented collection of guys in history. Because we had prime. We had Iversons, Duncans, Garnetts, T Mac, Vince, Kobe Bryant was there, of course. That was a crazy era of basketball, man. So the whole LeBron James thing was not like a now. The NBA was not thinking now. The NBA was thinking down the road. Because as far as for the next 5, 10 years, they were good, man. Kevin Garnett, a lot of dudes. So let's look at this draft, right? Like this, the two teams with the worst records, the Nuggets and the Cavs, 17 and 65, tied for worst. Okay. So now if I don't know if y'all watch the WWE, but I do. And if you've watched WWE, then you know something about narratives, man. Like, man, the script writers of the WWE are crazy. They're crazy. Oh, by the way, this is all. I heard Vince McMahon at some point in time was trying to like write in a relationship with his daughter. Man, y'all sick, man. Like, yeah, that's just sick, dog. Anyways, I digressed. Um, so yeah, the NBA was trying to push this hometown savior narrative. You know what I'm saying? So of course, like they wanted LeBron, being from there, to be drafted there. And so it was the Cavs tanked to get LeBron in 2003, man. Tanking has been a problem. They've made all kinds of rules to discourage teams from tanking, but they still tank. Can't stop a team from tanking, man. It's rewarding. Look at the Cavs, bro. They got LeBron, all time great. You know. So check this out. So look at the Cavs record. You know, from 97, 98, all the way to 2009, 2010. Like you can see, it's almost like if I were to graph it, it'd be like this. Wait, I gotta go this way. It'd be like this. Like a parabola, right? That's a parabola, right? Yeah. I haven't taken I haven't taken calculus in a long time. Anyways, so yeah, but you can see how they were dropping, and then the year they drafted LeBron, 2003, 2002, 2003 season, they won 17 games. That was atrocious, and a lot of people believe that they tanked, and of course the NBA is always going to deny, and execs are going to deny. Nobody's going to say we tanked to get LeBron, but y'all tanked. Well, actually, I lied. There was somebody that said they tanked to get LeBron. Here I got. Let's see. So the Cavs coach at the time, well, he was fired midseason, but John Lucas was hired to coach the Cavs that season, and he got fired midseason. And so this is what he said, right? He said they trade all our guys away and we go real young, and the goal was to get LeBron and also to sell the team. And that's what John Lucas said. I didn't have a chance. You can't fault the Cavs for wanting to get LeBron. It was hard to get free agents to come there. Bing. It was hard to get free agents to come there. So, and LeBron himself at that point probably, man, he didn't want to play for the Cavs. Psh. As we would later find out, LeBron wasn't trying to play with no team that wasn't ready, right? He wanted to join super teams, right? I'm not gonna read too much into that, but that's John Lucas, coach at the time, confirming that the team tanked, even though the execs within the organization disagreed with him. Don't know what to make of that. Um, yeah, and so you wanna disagree that this dude was manufactured. I don't know how else to tell you. Look at this, man. This dude was 18, 16 when this cover was made. Hadn't played a single game in the league, man, but he was the chosen one. Oh, I didn't even capture the picture right. You can't see the full picture. It says the chosen one. Yeah, he was chosen, man. Manufactured like the Homelander. Yeah, this is a real life Homelander. But I'm coming to that. He had a $90 million deal before he ever played a game. Congrats. Um, yeah. So the hometown savior narrative that the NBA was trying to push with LeBron failed the first time around. I mean, he failed, and he ran to Miami after he got swept by the Spurs in the finals. Oh man, I mean, yeah, the Spurs back there, man, they were stacked, man. They had what, three Hall of Famers. I mean, yeah, they're not gonna fault LeBron and them for losing that one, but at least take a game, bro. Don't get swept in the finals. Come on, man. And then one thing I hate is how consistently he craps on that team like that team wasn't anything. That team made it to the finals, bro. Like it wasn't just you; it was a team. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so once since the hometown savior narrative failed the first time around, after LeBron went and teamed up with his super friends and won two cheap rings, NBA was like, we got to try this again. We still want to sell this hometown narrative, right? So, by the way, the Cleveland Cavaliers have gotten the first pick in the draft 6 times in their history. They're tied for the most with the Wizards. I mean, Wizards basketball oblivion. I don't have much else to say. Yeah, so now y'all know 2011 they got Kyrie number one, generational talent. 2013 Anthony Bennett number one. 2014 that's the one where he got asterisks all over, especially this 2014 draft with 1.7% odds. He got the number one draft pick. I mean, how does that happen? Now look at this. Look at the odds for that particular year. Cleveland was number nine to get the first draft pick. Typically teams that get that pick are around the 25%, odds. So you would expect that Philadelphia or Milwaukee to get it, right? Maybe Orlando. But they fell all the way to Cleveland. I'm gonna just pause for a second right here. Y'all don't smell fish? I mean, that's convenient. That's convenient. Um, okay, so now this is just I don't know, you know, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, so I don't just want to throw stuff out there, but like the NBA took out hand checking in 2004. LeBron was drafted in 2003, they took a hand checking in 2004. I mean, you know what, man? Kobe Bryant's my favorite player. I think he's the best in terms of like, I don't care much about stats and accolades and all that. I think I care about what I see, man. Like if you call up dudes to hoop right now, like, let's just drop a ball right now. Let's play. That's what I care about. Kobe's number one with Mike's right there. You know, um, but this is why like I think nobody should argue with Mike being the GOAT, bro. Like, Mike played most of his career with the hand checking rule. Kobe Bryant played a little bit in that era too, but LeBron just came in the league and they took it out in 2004. You can't play defense without hand checking. Like, you know how much of an advantage like to be able to put your hand on the defender is. There's some dudes you can't guard them, man. I've played against dudes, especially quick dudes. I've played some dudes that are quicker than me, and I have to like, you can hand check in the park. Yeah, it's legal. I put hands on them. You ain't getting past me that easily. But you take away my hands, man, I'm done, man. They're gonna cross me up. It's gonna be embarrassing. So that's a legal play now, which is why like a lot of people, don't think some of these guys would be as great if they played with those same rules. No offense, you're Steph Curry's. You know what I'm saying? Like some people say Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, would have had that kind of a career if he had the advantage of playing without hand checking. But again, I got off topic. Let me get back on points, right? Um, yeah. So and then of course the 3 second rule had been removed 2001 season, 2001 2002 season. So Shaq could start bullying people all the time. Barbecue chicken. Boom, like the league was like, all right, man, this ain't fair. um, but I'm just pointing those out because those benefited LeBron when he came in. I don't think that particular one was orchestrated on behalf of him, but he certainly was a beneficiary of it, right? So over the years, man, if you look at this man's career, the NBA's played his part, bro. Like that Draymond Green suspension when they came back from 3-1, come on, dog. Come on, man, that series was a wrap, dog. Draymond would have probably been Finals MVP. And then of course the Zebras had to step in. And then they had to step in, and then that one right there made him the greatest of all time. Man, you can't even make this up, bro. The bubble. Like nobody wanted to play in the bubble. Like everybody was like, man, let's go home. We don't want to. The Clip, man, it's unfortunate because the Clippers, I think, that bubble period just broke the Clippers because mentally they checked out, and that's on them. By the way, that's on them. But that was the Clippers year, bro. PG, Kawhi. The team that benefited the most from the bubble was the Lakers. They were the oldest team. They got to rest. They got rest. Like I mean, look at what afterwards. What did they accomplish after the bubble? You know, they got to rest, and then anyways, I'm not gonna stay too long on this bubble thing, and but the NBA has certainly played its part, to protect LeBron James and to he's their cash cow. They always need a name to get behind. Especially after the Colorado incident with Kobe Bryant. The NBA started to like shy away from him, but Kobe was just so damn good. Like you just, I mean, he had Kobe was in the mix by merit earned. I'm not gonna stand here and defend him on Colorado. I don't know what happened there. I wasn't there, man. But I'm talking basketball, strictly basketball. Kobe was in the room based on merit. LeBron, I'm not so sure, man. Um, yeah, and so yeah, the media has played its part. The NBA has played its part. Nike, I said media, ESPN is a part of that. Every time they make these lists, LeBron's always at the top of the list. They ran Kobe Bryant 40 at a point in time, bro. If Kobe Bryant was, man, bro, like I would have ran Kobe Bryant outside the top 40 right now, and he's dead. That's how good Kobe Bryant was, man. Y'all stop disrespecting my man, dog. um, but yeah, now they've started doing the same thing with Bronny. Like Bronny scores, lays an egg. You don't hear a peep. You know. Oh, matter of fact, Bronny could lay an egg. He could score 0 points. But then he gets a block. Like, oh, Bronny got a block. It's gonna be on ESPN. I know y'all seen it. Bronny gets a dunk one time. Oh, Bronny got a dunk. Like they're doing the same thing they did with LeBron, right? Cherry picking highlights to shape that hero narrative, right? And so if you've watched this show, The Boys, then you don't understand what I'm about to show you right now because LeBron James is basically Homelander, and Bronny is Homelander Jr. Ryan. So that's yeah. I mean, look at this. So this is Homelander. If you watch the show The Boys, it's a show about it's a show about manufactured heroes. They don't really do anything to earn their hero status. It's like a movie, like everything's fake. It's all smoke mirrors. So look at LeBron and Bronny, Homelander and Ryan. Those are mirror images of each other. Same situation. That's what the NBA is doing, man. Um, hence the the title of this video. Yeah, so there's been a lot of scandals surrounding LeBron and protecting this image of his, man. Like we got disappearing clips and stuff. Like there's some clips of LeBron that's so hard to find because they didn't scrub that from the internet, man. Like it's bro, like Jordan Crawford dunked on LeBron at his own camp. What year was this? 2000 and man, I forgot, man. 2009 maybe. Yeah, he dunked on him at his own camp. I don't know if you can find that clip on the internet right now. I should have searched it before I made this video, but I don't know. And I remember Kobe Bryant poking at him. He was like, "You go dunk on me at my camp." Everybody was like, "Oh!" Kobe Bryant's Kobe Bryant's a savage, man. He took a shot at that dude, man. I think some guy was like, trying to show him up at his camp, and Kobe ain't playing that, man. Kobe like, you ain't dunking on me at my camp. I'm like somebody, Jordan Crawford. Yeah, they seized the tape, and it was hard to find. I think it came out eventually. I don't know. Um, yeah, so like the media is always making a concerted effort to like diminish his failures and overhype, his successes. Like when the Bronze teams win, oh, he's the best since sliced bread. Oh man, it's Jesus Christ, Michael Jordan, then LeBron. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even say that right. They don't put Michael. They say, let me not blaspheme, man, but you get the point. Like they be so high when LeBron like, oh man, LeBron James. When he loses, oh man, you need help, man. man, this dude wasn't playing nothing, man. They wasn't hitting no shots, you know. That's that's what the media's done, and it's been like that forever. Um, but at the end of the day, man, there's some things that they can hide. Some of these clips are hard to find, but we can still find them. Like in 2011, LeBron James scored 8 points in the finals game, 3 for 11. I mean, first of all, shooting 11 shots in the finals game. I mean, he was -6 overall. Okay. And so yeah, I mean, let me just show you how embarrassing this is. I got something for you in this regard, right? Look at this. Just just imagine this being said about Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. Just imagine. Take a look at this.
Expect from LeBron tonight. I want to see him, Stewart, have some fun. Get into his defense, because the key is, can he stop Jason Terry? Can he stop Jason Terry?
Can he stop Jason Terry?
Oh man, you can't make this up, man. Y'all, all y'all advocates for LeBron James being the GOAT, man. Y'all's GOAT got cooked by Jason Terry. Oh my, Jason Terry was a good player. Don't get me wrong, but Jason Terry is 6'2". I'm 6'2", man. Like LeBron damn near 6'10". Jason Terry, like pulled up a game five, hit a dagger in his face. No respect whatsoever, man. No respect. So get this bum off me. Yeah, just imagine the commentator saying before a game, can Kobe Bryant stop Jason Terry? What? What? What that mean? No, man. Yeah, so they lost that series in 6 with the Miami Heat super team. Pathetic. Pathetic. You know? Dude went to team up with another top 5 player in Dwayne Wade in his prime. Probably third best shooting guard all time behind Kobe and MJ. You teamed up with that dude and Chris Bosh, top 10 at the time in the league in Toronto. Raptors Bosh was getting buckets, man. Dude was averaging like 24, 10, easy every season. Those are your teammates. No excuse whatsoever, man. No excuse. But that's besides the point. JJ Barea too was cooking him in that series. Dirk Nowitzki played out of his mind. Nobody could do nothing with Dirk. We'll give him that. But you got cooked by Jason Terry and JJ Barea, bro. Like we are never gonna forget that. You can't scrub that off the internet, okay? Um, yeah, the NBA like always like I don't even know how this guy is in the GOAT conversation. Like with the way he flops, his shenanigans. He loses. Like he never takes responsibility. I was watching an interview a couple of days back. They were interviewing Jordan, and Jordan was talking about how like you listen to Jordan talk after a loss, it's on me. It's on me. Jordan accepted his limitations. There was a game where I think he had a stiff neck or something like that, and he was like, yeah, and they were guarding him. Stephon Marbury was guarding him a certain way, and he was like, yeah, I can do nothing with that. You think LeBron would ever admit that? Jordan wasn't saying that because Jordan knows he's the best. He knew. So Jordan was secure. He was himself. Same thing with Kobe Bryant. Not this dude. Manufactured. Manufactured. And he knows that's why he's so insecure. That's why he's the way he is. Um, yeah, dude has a whole army in the media, bro. Like, man, like 90% of the mainstream media is under. I don't know who's paid. Is it the NBA or is it Clutch that's paid? I don't know, man. Brian Windhorst. He learned his lesson recently. LeBron will stab you in the back just quick if he doesn't need you anymore. He called you a weirdo. He called Brian Windhorst a weirdo who was defending him for years. Part of the LeBron stands. Nick Wrong. I'm not even gonna talk about him, man. What's right about that dude? Nick Wrong. Yeah. Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp will probably take a bullet for LeBron James, man. I don't know. He's kind of like backtracking these days, right? But like, man, Shannon a couple years back, man, I don't care. Nick is a 5. Go James. And then people are scared to speak out. Look at Jaylen Brown when Bronny came into the league and he was whispering. He was like, man, this dude's not league material, man. Like, he had to come back to apologize. He was saying what everybody was thinking, but everybody too scared to say it. We could say it because we're not in the league. We got no consequences. NBA players scared to tell the truth about LeBron. I don't know why. Well, maybe this is why. Enes Kanter called out LeBron over his hypocrisy in China. The human rights situation in China some years back. And he was actually going against the league, but he called out LeBron by name. Did LeBron respond? Beep. No response. And then shortly after, Enes Kanter disappeared into obscurity. Enes Kanter was good. Yeah, he was good, man. I saw him on those. I really got to see him when he played with the Thunder. That Thunder team with Melo and George. Yeah, Enes Kanter was very, very serviceable, but he just disappeared. So I think that's why people are scared to speak up against dudes. Because there's some things that happen to you. And and then also like a lot of dudes have flip flopped because I guess if like it's hard to even get jobs if you're not singing to the tune of what they want you to sing, right? Look at Kendrick Perkins, man. Kendrick Perkins, 2017, he set a bad tone. His body language, the trade rumors, that's on LeBron. 2018, LeBron's time is coming to an end. He will run through Boston. That's when they were playing Boston in the playoffs. I think Kyrie was there at that time. All of a sudden, we get a brand new Perkins from 2020. LeBron is the greatest all-around player we've ever seen. Okay, first of all, man, let's debunk that lie. What does that mean, bro? Like, what, bro? Like I've seen Kobe Bryant. Kobe has decided. There's been days when Kobe was like, all right, I'm gonna be a facilitator today. Kobe finishes with like 20, 12. Like he could do it. He could do it. It's not that serious, bro. It's passing the ball. It's not that serious. We've seen Kobe get 18 rebounds in the closeout game. He didn't shoot well, but he got 18 rebounds. That's a winner. Finding a way to win, right? So all that greatest all-around player, they just because they can't say he's the best because they know he's not better than Jordan and Kobe at scoring or playing defense. So they just say best all-around player. That's a load of why. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Yeah, Perkins, he deserves GOAT status for carrying this team. Jordan never faced this level of competition. Oh man, I wish I had some highlights for you, man. You said Jordan getting beat up. Jordan had to go put on some muscle because they was you know what I'm saying? Like it was nowadays you just touch the ball. Like dudes on the floor rolling. Come on, man. Roger Bell clothesline Kobe Bryant, he just got up. All right, champ. Try that with LeBron. They're gonna have to take him out in the stretcher, man. You'll be out for 6 weeks. And then you probably get fined and suspended and kicked out the league. Because that's what's going on now. You know? And then online he's got an army. He's got an army like the Barbs or the Beehive. You say something about dude, man, they all over you, man. Like, I don't get it, man. Same with Shannon Sharp. Before 2016, Shannon Sharp was singing a different tune. He called LeBron not clutch. He always admitted MJ was better than LeBron. Talked about how Jordan never ran from competition. LeBron got to stop team hopping, right? When LeBron scored 8 points in that finals game, he cooked him too. Shannon Sharp, hard to find the clips now. But now all of a sudden, LeBron James is the GOAT, period. No one's done more with less. Like, I mean, how big is that paycheck? Oh, I mean, now that he settled that lawsuit, man, he might bring that goat mask back, man. Like, he's a little low on cash right now. A little low on cash right now. He might bring back that goat mask. We haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, so the funny thing about LeBron James is I don't know, like this is part of the script. Like they can't definitively argue that LeBron James is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. So they're trying to use other things to make that argument. Talking about the longevity. Mike said he was done. There was no like he could have kept playing if he cared about catching up with Kareem, and he could have done it. He could have. Mike didn't care. He retired. He was number 3 at the time he retired. He's number 5 now. He didn't care. But we don't talk about like more important things like clutch, free throws, and finals records, right? LeBron can't hit clutch free throws. LeBron can't hit clutch shots. LeBron James is a choker when it comes down to it, which is why he does this whole drive and kick. If he can't get a layup, he's kicking. Because he doesn't want the pressure. He's kicking out to Ray Allen. He's kicking out to James Jones, right? Kicking out to Chris Bosh. And then that's making the right basketball play. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Um, we don't talk about his finals record enough, man. You went to the finals 10 times and came out with 4 rings, and you had a lot of help. I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear it, man. Talk about you didn't have enough help, bro. This dude that's played with the most talent in the history of the NBA. Like off the top of my head, let me name all the All Stars LeBron James has played with: Jonas Ilgauskas, Mo Williams, uh, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, um, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. He played with Shaq. That counts too. I know I'm forgetting some others. Did he play with Antoine Jameson? Antoine Jameson was a problem, bro. You know, I'm forgetting some dudes, bro. Like, but aside from the stars, man, Anthony Davis. You know, you're gonna say Carmelo was washed up in Westbrook, but he played with them too. Dwight Howard. Oh man, I forgot a whole lot of them. Yeah, this dude has played with the most talent in the history of the NBA, and for some reason we keep saying we keep propagating the narrative that he has not had enough help. That's not true. Stop it. Um, yeah, so every season, man, we have this lie, like he's an underdog every year. Like, if he goes in the play, if he goes out in the first time, well, he's 40. He needed help. If he wins a series, LeBron James the GOAT. He's playing like he was playing at 20, at 48. By the way, brings up a question, man. How is he? How is he still? I mean, this dude doesn't look like he's lost a step, man. This is unnatural. Seriously, there's been some dudes that's been asking questions stylishly because they coded. Well, Jeff Teague just came out recently and said straight up, yeah, LeBron was on steroids. Straight up, he said it. Straight up said LeBron was on steroids. Was it 2013? I forgot when it was, man. When he had to go away for a little while because they were testing around the league, then he came back and he was a little skinny, according to Jeff Teague. He's just confirming. I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Kale Sonnen said he has the same, dealer with LeBron and all that. Yeah, the league can't pretend not to be hearing this, but that's their cash cow. They're gonna look the other way. Like, what? Somebody say something. Are you talking to me? What? Psh, you know, that's the way it works. Um, yeah. So just to summarize some of the things I've said, man, like the changes in the league changes the changes that the league made really benefited LeBron. I don't know how much of it was planned versus coincidental. The 3-second rule, you could say that was coincidental because that happened before he came in. But like when back in the days, man, you had like all these big dudes waiting for you in the paint. You weren't going to a clear lane. You could the big guy could stand in there and wait for you. So they took that away. So of course that plays to LeBron's playing style because when LeBron first came into the league, man, dude was breaking. His jumper improved over the years. Now he can hit him. To a certain degree. But back then, man, he would have been out of the league before he even like set his feet. Well, maybe not out of the league, but like they would have labeled him a bust fast. If it was the same, if the same set of rules were in place. Um, so yeah, LeBron came and created the super team, created the super teams, man. Sure, the Celtics big three came before him, yeah, but he took it to a whole nother level. Like he made it to where it's like, to win you have to form a super team. And I'm happy right now that's changing. Oklahoma City Thunder, salute. I'm happy that's changing. They just create super teams and they engage in this revisionism, trying to tell us that the past. They're trying to tell us that Chris Bosh, it was not a big three. Chris Bosh. What? What? Hold up, man. I like and then pushing the bubble ring is like the hardest ring ever. Stop, man. Y'all crack me up, man. Stat padding and load management. You know, it's not like you're calling. Look, you stat pad and load manage so you can stay longer, and then you call that greatness. That's not greatness, man. Forced into the GOAT conversation all the time. They've been forcing this GOAT conversation for how many years, man? Like, the whole back when they started with LeBron versus Kobe, first some people forget, but it was Jordan versus Kobe. That was the argument. Some people even came and said, man, Kobe will surpass Jordan. Like people said it with their chest. And then all of a sudden it was like Kobe didn't even exist anymore. It was like, oh, it's LeBron and Jordan. We're like, what? When did LeBron pass Kobe? The power of media narratives. That's what they do, man. That's what they do. Well, now they've created a monster that feels bigger than the league. LeBron James feels bigger than the league, and you know what, man? It's y'all's fault. Yeah, Adam Silver, David Stern, rest in peace. It's y'all's fault, man. He feels bigger than the league now. Now he's trying to make a league to compete against the league. Peep that. The difference with Jordan and Kobe and all the rest of these greats, they respect those who came before him. Listen to Michael Jordan talk about a wilt. Respect, adoration. Listen to Kobe Bryant talk about Michael Jordan, Dr. J, and the rest of them. Admiration, adoration, respect. Listen to LeBron James. Well, this right here may be the greatest of all time. Can't make this up, man. You know. So yeah, LeBron, it's come to a point where like he just feels like he could do whatever he wants to do, man. And y'all, ain't nothing y'all can do about it. He's the king, man. He's the king. Y'all are a bunch of peasants. He could do whatever he could do whatever he wants to do, man. Yeah. And I'm gonna leave you with this. Look at this, man. That's Homelander, the Homelander James, brought to you by the Breacher Pod. Hope you enjoyed that. Um, I got one more clip. I actually forgot to show this. Hang on a second. This is LeBron himself. Talking about the whole draft conspiracy we were talking about, right?
Listen, man, during the ball drop, during the lottery drop, Cleveland got the #1 pick. I just don't think that was. Just,
what are you?
What a coincidence!
Don't you think?
Wemby with the Spurs.
Man,
That wasn't a coincidence.
oh my
Derrick
God!
Rose,
Let's keep LeBron home. You know what? Patrick Ewing to the Knicks. Derrick Rose to the Bulls. Like, I understand the assignment, guys. I had to make sure that, I had to do my part. I didn't want to be a fuck up. I just didn't want to be a fuck up, man. Like I said earlier. Listen, man.
Okay.
During the ball drop, during the lottery drop.
So there you have it, man. Coming from the horse's mouth. Yeah, the NBA is scripted, man, just like the WWE. You thought wrestling was real? You thought the NBA was real? The Homelander is telling you it's all scripted, man. Um, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it so far. I mean, in closing, I think when a product is good, it sells itself, right? When it's not that good, you gotta force it, and that's not greatness. That's propaganda. Clutch Sports media, they've been forcing this propaganda down our throat that this dude is the GOAT, and he's not. A lot of people are angry now. We're revolting, man. We, the basketball community, we, the bucket getters, we're revolting. We don't agree with that, man. And it's not LeBron's fault, man. It's the system that created him, right? If we're gonna talk legacy, let's separate skill from something that's crafted, right? LeBron James was crafted, man. He was manufactured. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning into the Breacher Pod. Subscribe, like, and share the video. Till next time.